How to Get Rich, 11 Bold Moves That Guarantee Wealth. Since the 90s, many people are trying to find ways to induce their first 100K, or ways to take a position for an improved retirement. Some try to succeed as entrepreneurs. People want to own enough money to shop for beautiful homes, powerful cars, and great vacations. But not many know what getting rich really means and what it takes. Being rich is quite about the dollar amount. Being rich may be a state of mind. In a sense, you may be rich, but still poor, and contrary-wise. You can define rich in numerous ways. There are lots of individuals who simply consider it as having plenty of cash. For them, rich is corresponding to being a millionaire. But rich also can be psychological richness. It's an achievement of having the ability to live without the concern of cash. You don't necessarily must own a castle to be considered rich. Everyone will be rich as long as we are able to do what we desire, freely, and to own the fulfillment in life. The key of it's to measure with, or maybe but what you've got. To be normal even after you are financially capable to try to plenty more. You might have your own preference on which definition suits you better, but here are some ways on the way to get rich. It should facilitate your achieve either of them. If you wish to become really rich, moves. It's an ambitious goal to become a really tycoon, and if you're aiming for that, do something big, and make some great changes in life. Point 1. Exploit your skill as a self-employed expert, and invest in it. Make it your goal to try and do one thing better than anyone, work thereon, train it, learn it, practice, evaluate and refine it. You will find most sports players or entertainers are millionaires, which is because they're utilizing their skills fully. If there's something you're good at, it's likely you'll reap considerable rewards out of it. How fulfilled are you in your life? If you would like to prevent struggling and live life to the fullest, Life Hack contains a solution for you. Take the complete life assessment. It is the identical concept of being the highest of a selected field. After you are the most effective at something, you discover that opportunities come to you. To become an expert of something, it's crucial to never stop improving. Successful people invest time, energy, and money in improving themselves, and it'll just be the foremost rewarding investment you'll be able to ever make. To get started, work out what skill you would like to cultivate. Make an inventory of the world's 10 best people at that one thing, and use this list to define criteria and track your own progress toward becoming the simplest. If you're a writer, for instance, you may consult the New Times bestseller list, and identify the 10 successful authors that you simply admire, the foremost. Learn more about these writers, what they did to achieve success, and browse a number of their work. Invest the time and energy in improving your own craft, by observing successful past models. Point 2. Hit $100K, then invest the remainder. Everyone wants to be a millionaire. But a goal like this isn't something you easily achieve in a very short period of your time. Aim at saving $100K first. The small amounts you save daily is powerful. You may only be ready to put away $5 or $10 at a time, but each of those investments are your financial foundation. Point 3. Be an inventor and consider it as a chance to serve. Stop pondering making plenty of cash and begin puzzling over serving plenty of individuals. If you're thinking that about what people need, or things that would improve society, your insights will have more impact. Not only that, you'll be the primary to supply a trending product within the future. When you start to serve plenty of individuals, the effect of word of mouth is magnified, to not mention, you'll have way more helpful feedback to boost what you are doing. Having the patent of a preferred invention can be the fast lane ticket to prosper. Just have a look at Snapchat. It would definitely be challenging, but consider it to be some way of serving, to profit those that really need your invention. No business is successful without the support of the general public. Instead of squeezing every single dollar out of your customers, show them you're actually working to form them better. Point 4. Join a startup and obtain stock. Using the identical potential consideration of startup within the above points. Owning stocks of one or more startup companies can be a valuable investment if the corporate thrives, and either floats or is sold to a bigger enterprise. Only a tiny low minority of startups reach realizing large capital gains, therefore the odds don't seem to be good. However, you'll be able to use your judgment to work out which business idea and which management team are likely to succeed. Early employees in Apple, Google, and Microsoft became millionaires on this basis. Point 5. Develop property. Buying, developing, and selling property has always been a significant way for people to accumulate capital. Borrowing might be a key element during this method. Say you borrow $200,000 and put in $50,000 of your own to shop for a property for $250,000. Then you develop the property and sell it for $400,000. The property has increased in value by 60%, but your $50,000 has now grown fourfold to $200,000. You have got to pick the proper properties within the right areas and develop them wisely. You are in danger from booms and busts within the property market. However, within the long run, this remains a proven thanks to accumulate wealth. Point 6. Build a portfolio of stocks and shares. If you'll make steady investments in stocks over a protracted period, choose wisely and reinvest the dividends, then you'll build an outsized store of wealth. After all, stocks can go either way, and lots of small investors lose heart when their portfolio plunges. But over the long term, equities are pretty much as good an investment as property, and far more liquid. Exchange crashes represent great buying opportunities for those with cash and robust nerves. Point 7. Start your own business and eventually sell it. More and more startups have seen success with great return in recent years. If you'll be able to find a replacement approach towards a particular corner of the market and build a business that addresses that require, then you have got a possible of success in it. It literally are often anything, a cleaning business, a food delivery service, or a blog. It'll probably take years of very exertions to make up the enterprise. All entrepreneurs must endure great risk and stress. But if you'll be able to pull it off, the potential rewards are huge. This is often what number of the seriously wealthy people did. If you wish to become wealthier and live a far better life, build simple habits. If you're aiming for a stable life with enough money to support a living, start with the everyday belongings you can do. Point 8. Find employment within the right vehicle. Choose employment of your interest. Do what you like and love what you are doing. Nobody succeeds in doing what they hate. You should start at the underside and work your far. But chances are high that, if you're keen on what you are doing, it's easier to form that happen. You'll actually enjoy the method of about to the highest. Earn the experience through different levels of labor, and once you desire you've gained all that you just can from it. Consider moving on in other companies would widen your horizon on different business cultures. Putting more experiences in various positions would cause you to a more valuable asset for companies, and making you a stronger option for senior status duties. Consider how the rich are able to get in with the proper companies, where there are many opportunities for growth. Seek places where able to grow your skill, and are able to multiply your monthly income over and over. Point 9. Cut your expenses. The biggest problem in some people's path of getting rich is that they always spend over what they earn. Living below your means are going to be the simplest to induce rich. Consistently track your progress on what proportion you're spending. Use an app or just an Excel spreadsheet to create sure you usually know the way much money you've got where it's going. This provides you a correct place to review and refine what does and doesn't add up in terms of your spending. Start cutting the unnecessary spendings in your life. Do what you'll to scale back your bills, ensure you switch off the lights, plan meals to avoid wasting at the foodstuff, and be disciplined about eating in. Focus your life with only the necessities, and in no time you may be saving lots quite what you previously did. Point 10. Reserve it in your bank. Set savings goals and routines to support those goals. Work out ways in which work for you in saving money, and refine what doesn't. Many banks have the choice of making separate savings accounts, moreover as automatic withdrawals. By fitting these automatic transfers, you save passively and need to make a trial to not save. Another thing you'll be able to try is to extend the quantity of savings by 1% in every interval you want. At first, it'll be an insignificant change, but as time passes, you'll notice a giant difference. Give yourself a reason and motivation to avoid wasting in addition. It's always important to plan for the longer term, and saving for retirement might be a good point to influence yourself to remain removed from excessive spending. Point 11. Make investments wisely. Investment is way over pure luck. One investment mistake could withdraw an oversized chunk of your assets. So ensure whenever you're making decisions on investments, whether on properties or stock, moot. It'll be better for you to contemplate opinions from professionals and experts. To give you some ideas, legendary investor Warren Buffett suggested to place 10% of the benefit short-term government bonds, and 90% in a very low-cost S&P 500 open-end fund. So if the market crash, you'll still be fine by cashing the 10 instead of selling the stock with a nasty price. Getting rich the wise way. There are plenty more important things in life than accumulating wealth. Who wants to finish up rich, unloved, lonely and in poor health? However, if you'll enjoy a balanced life and at the identical time become rich, why not do so? Taking combinations from the above suggestions might not guarantee you a prosperous future, but it'll surely eliminate lots of economic troubles in your life. With one step at a time, maybe you may also become the one you dreamed of.